Hi, Robert Chokro here. In this video, I am going to try to elucidate the idea of neutralization in push hands, etc., even in self-defense. And the explanation I'm going to give follows, as well as I can do it, what Cheng Man-ch'ing wrote about in his chapter 7 of the book 13 Treatises. And when I studied with Cheng Man-ch'ing, he was my first Taiji teacher. If you tried to push him, you would just be moving your hand and you would feel a tiny bit of resistance and your hand would not be on him anymore. And you would have, without realizing it, been captured. Your balance would have been captured, and all he had to do was just touch you and you would go flying. And at the time I had no concept of what he was doing. Have I learned to do what he's doing at this point, 54 years later? No. But I think I am starting to understand what's going on, and this is my best way of showing what my idea is, which seems to agree with the Taiji principles and what the classics say, which are that the body has to be so delicately poised that a feather will be felt for its weight, that if a fly alights, it'll set the whole body into motion, meaning that the body, when it's touched, will be moving, and that touch will move it. Also, the idea of using 4 ounces to neutralize, meaning a very small amount of force, which in the limit would be almost no force at all. And so what happens is, if somebody comes in, let's say I'm doing push hands and they have their hand on my wrist and they come right towards my center. If I turn my body, what I'm doing is going sideways and resisting their force. In order for me not to have them feel that I'm preventing them from doing what they want to do, which is the goal, to be able to let them feel that they're just doing what they want. Oh, this was easy. I have to not only move that point along the direction of the force, but move my body away so that that point follows the direction of the force. And so I have developed in this video a sequence of images that I created in Photoshop that I made a sort of step sequence video out of that's going to follow. And in the first frame of that video, you see a circle, a dot at the center, and an arrow pointed directly at the center of the circle. So the circle represents the sort of spherical shape that the point of contact touches. Obviously, you can't make yourself into a sphere or a circle. We're not spherical, but the point of contact can feel that way, can appear that way, and move that way, as if it's moving on a spherical surface. Now, the video is two-dimensional, so you can extrapolate that to a 3-dimensional case. So the movement would be 3-dimensionally, not in a plane. So what happens is the arrow is the direction of the attack, and it's straight towards the center. So my goal is to move my center off and have that attack not be interfered with, so that the person will be drawn off balance and to the point where they can be pulled or pushed without them feeling that there was a resistance on my part. And then the rest of the video shows that succession of events. At this point, the line of attack is so far off your center that it's very easy to either direct the person off balance or push them. And of course, it's more than just the body and the hand moving, it's also the rotation of the wrist that's doing it. I have a video on that. Thank you.